Zananib first appeared in 2007 in the game Donkey Kong Jungle Climber. He's a banana alien that comes from the planet Plantain. Clearly he's a really cool character. I've begged for years and years for him to be put in games again, but I was met with disappointment each time. And when I played Mario Kart World for the first time, I got so excited. Seeing all the random enemy characters, I thought if there was one game for him to be put in, it would be this one. So I was devastated when I found out the truth. Now it's come to my attention nobody knows who the fuck Zananib is, so I wanted to fix that and spread awareness of my favorite character in fiction. I'm gonna tell you everything there is to possibly know about this creature. Maybe then you'll agree with me that he needed to be in Mario Kart. Let's get right into it. So first, DK Jungle Climber. I assume you've never played this game before, and you wouldn't be alone. This game is definitely niche. It's just a weird gimmick climbing platformer for the DS, but it surprisingly has more story than 90% of Mario games. DK and friends take a vacation to Sun Island. Everyone here is chilling. Dixie, Funky, Candy, even Wrinkly Kong's deceased ghost wants a bit of relaxation. She also has a dead umbrella, which has a lot of implications for sure. But anyway, they're relaxing until Diddy Kong finds a giant banana on top of the island. The Kongs, being the curious creatures they are, go up to investigate this said banana. But when they arrive, the banana has seemingly disappeared, until they are attacked by a gigantic spaceship that looks like a banana. They decide to fight this banana ship, and once it's destroyed, they find out that this was actually an alien spacecraft that was being driven by this dude, Zananib. We find out that this whole fight was a huge misunderstanding though, and that Zananib was only attacking the Kongs because he thought they were the Kremlings. Apparently the Kremlings stole the 5 crystal bananas from Zananib, but now that DK has broke his spaceship, he can't go after them anymore. And this is a pretty big deal because according to Zananib, the crystal bananas are actually supernatural. We see these crystal bananas throughout the game, and they're able to give superpowers to whoever is currently holding them. Yeah, I don't know, but they can do that. Since DK and friends feel bad for destroying his ship, they decide to help him in getting back the crystal bananas from the Kremlings. So as we can already see, Zananib is the reason this game even exists. He's a surprisingly very important character in this game, and from what we've seen so far, the banana ship as his cart, and the crystal banana as an item. Checkmate, atheists! I'm pretty sure now you agree with me. When Zananib figures out that King K. Rool has vanished into another world, he's troubled, but then he remembers since he's an alien, he has the technology to combat this. With this machine, Zananib is able to open wormholes into other worlds, Fanana. And let me just play you a sample of this dude's voice real quick, just hear this shit really quick, bro. This is an $80 line. This wormhole takes them to this weird ass place called the Glass Labyrinth. They get stuck there for a little while. K. Rool wasn't even there actually, so this whole thing felt kinda pointless. And then once they all leave, Zananib just disappears, he isn't there anymore. But next time we see him, he takes us into another wormhole. And there we finally find King K. Rool. This is our first on-screen encounter between these two, and K. Rool immediately calls him Fruit Face, which just has to be racist considering the whole banana person thing. This isn't even actually the first time K. Rool has been racist on this channel. But anyway, they fight this Kremling who uses the crystal banana, and then they beat him, which finally lets them take back one of the 5 crystals. The game follows this kind of formula. Zananib and friends all go fight K. Rool to get back 1 crystal banana. Happens 5 times. But Zananib shows a lot of character in these interactions. To be honest, the way he speaks is entertaining in itself. I love him. Anyway, K. Rool keeps warping away through different worlds until he finally arrives at the holy and sacred land. We actually get to see it on screen, and it looks just as remarkable as I envisioned. This leads to a climatic final battle with K. Rool, where he uses the last crystal banana to turn himself into a giant. As he threatens to destroy the entirety of Planet Plantain, Donkey and Diddy won't let this happen. So they fight K. Rool with all their might, and then finally, he's defeated. Now DK and friends can go back to their relaxing vacation on the beach, but to thank the monkeys for their time and effort, Zananib offers them some bananas to celebrate. which, as Diddy Kong says here, is pretty strange. I kind of want to know the line between fruit banana and sentient banana. It feels like he's almost offering his children up as food, but I'm not going to think too deep into that. I love him. All it is that we all can finally celebrate now, man. We see a bunch of the Planet Plantain residents cheering on DK and crew. Some of them even have mustaches. And with that, the crystal bananas are returned, man, and the DK crew says their goodbyes as they go back home with a new version of the banana spaceship Zananib used earlier. That's the story of Jungle Climber. This game is kind of emotional for me personally, as to me this game felt like this is where I had to say goodbye to Zananib forever. But we see him one more time, in another game, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and here he's a trophy, as well as being a sticker. This made me happy because this means Sakurai and his team had to make an entire 3D model of him, as well as give him a description, which means at least the Smash Bros. Team knows about my favorite dude. The trophy description kind of goes over what I talked about earlier, so that's a little disappointing. It's not like the Kremlings from Barrel Blast where we actually learned new information about those characters through the trophy description, but it's not really a big deal. I'm content with what I know about Zananib. But just as I'm saying that, Brawl gives us just one last piece of information about this banana before he disappeared forever. If you decide to use his sticker in the Subspace Emissary mode, it will actually give you plus 20 launch resistance, which is honestly a pretty decent effect. That's kind of impressive. With this piece of evidence though, we can safely assume that since the Zananib sticker makes you heavy, he would be a heavyweight class in Mario Kart. That's what Mario Kart World really needed. It's a great game, trust me, I like Mario Kart World. But if this game got real fucking wacky, like adding Bumpty, Zananib, or Tiny Kong, not a single soul would have complained about the $80 price tag. Or they could have added a Diddy Kong to the game, that would have been nice. But now Zananib is gone forever. Bonanza is coming out soon, and I hope to see him in there, but dude, things are looking grim.
It was Carlito's character! Because that's who it is!
This piece of potassium has been gone for 16 years.
I don't know who the fuck Zanabeb is.
It's not really looking great for my boy.
He brought up this stupid alien banana guy, who I think is your mentor or something?
I'm a Zananib fan, and I always will be. I love you, Zananib. I do, man. I bet you're having a happy life on Planet Plantain, but I'd love for you to visit. Thank you, Camden, for the beautiful Zananib art. I wanted to shout him out. I commissioned him and he blessed us with this handsome-ass drawing. If you like his stuff, check his Instagram out for me. I think he 100% deserves it for this. I can't give my praise enough, honestly. Just fucking look at him. He's incredible. But that's really about it. See ya, man. Wait. This might be our final chance. Oh, and his name is Banana X backwards. Like I said before, bro. Checkmate.